A very good morning, aspirants. Welcome back to our channel, MPSC Easy Learning, and this is Advocate Sabira Mistry. If you're preparing for 2024 prelims and you want to increase your chances of qualifying and you're new to my channel, then you have stumbled upon the right place. The reason why I'm saying so is because previous year questions form an extremely important part of your preparation. ये आपको पास करा सकता है और ये आपको fail भी करा सकता है if you have not analyzed the previous year questions properly. The reason why I say PYQs are important firstly is because questions directly get repeated from previous year questions. And अगर आपने repeated questions सही करके आ गए हो then you are already above the average students, you have scored your brownie points and that increases your chance of qualifying. Secondly, you come to know that which topics are important. आपको एक पैटर्न दिखेगा कि कौन से क्वेश्चंस रिपीट हो रहे हैं बार बार कौन से टाइप के क्वेश्चंस रिपीट हो रहे हैं एंड फ्रॉम विच टॉपिक सो देन यू कैन फोकस ऑन द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स दिस ऑल्सो हेल्प्स यू टू सिलेक्टिव रीड जब आपके मन में ये डाउट रहता है कि मुझे क्या पढ़ना है क्या छोड़ना है इफ यू आर फेसिंग दिस डाउट दिस मीन्स that you have not analyzed the previous year questions properly. In the history of competitive exams, no student has ever qualified any prelims or any other exam without doing previous year question analysis. It is just like going to a war and you don't know who is your opponent. Then the defeat becomes inevitable. So these are the broad factors why previous year questions are important. In today's lecture, we'll be analyzing combined pre of 2013, right? In the previous or the latest lecture, I had covered PSI mains of 2012, right? Like I always say, study is important. Hanji, bilkul sahi hai. But what matters is revision. Study cannot help you qualify. This is what helps you to qualify. Otherwise, study तो बहुत लोग करते हैं ना, तब वो क्यों नहीं qualify करते? You have to keep your books list extremely crisp and you have to keep revising it. So book एक subject के लिए नहीं बनानी है. 1 to 2 books is sufficient. And if you studied the previous lecture, please let me know the answers of these questions in the comment section. With this, आपका भी confidence boost होगा. You will also know your progress. That have you studied it or not? और अगर आपको questions tackle नहीं हो रहे, so then it is a sign for you to go back and learn the questions of that lecture again. Also, I would like to inform you all about two things. Firstly, our history of Maharashtra, current affair yearbook, and geography of Maharashtra books are available for MPSC English medium aspirants. Right from Rajya Seva to Talati, you will find questions tackled from our content. In the Rajya Seva prelims of 2022, all the Maharashtra geography questions were tackled from our book. The same applies to current affair year as well. And me and my team believe in extreme transparency. So the proofs of the questions which have been tackled from our content have been uploaded on our Telegram channel as well. आप जाके वहाँ पे देख सकते हैं, then you can place your trust on us. If you want a sample PDF of these books, you can message us on our WhatsApp number and we will forward you the same. Secondly, our combined mentorship program for 2024 has already started. What are the features? The features of the program are that a curated weekly timetable will be given to you from Monday to Friday. On Sunday, a personal one-on-one test session will be conducted and your doubts will be solved as well. If you're wondering, this program is for which kind of students? Novice or advanced? So it is for both. Novice मतलब आपने just preparation start किया हो. And advanced means that you've given 1-2 attempts but there is no direction in your studies. For girls, there is going to be a separate female mentor, that is me, and the free trial is also available for 1 week. If you wish to start, you can message us on our WhatsApp number. And the reason why combined mentorship is useful is because when you join a class, there are approximate at least 40 students and one teacher cannot cater to every student's demand. एक teacher आप सबके लिए timetable नहीं बना के देगा. Classes तो सब लगवाते हैं, right? तो पास क्यों नहीं होते? Because there is no proper direction, there is no strategy. Every day का आपका जो progress है वो tackle नहीं हो रहा. So this is what is provided in our mentorship program. Also, I am available on Instagram and on Telegram as well. Like I've told you, previous year questions are important. So we upload daily PYQs on our Telegram channel. This I can assure you, if you study the previous year questions thoroughly and आप हमारे चैनल पे जो क्विज डाला जाता है आप उसको सिंसियरली सॉल्व करते हैं आपका you have already increased your chances of qualifying the prelims. Please do not take previous year questions lightly. They are the most important aspect of your preparation. So the link has been mentioned in the description box as well. आप जाके हमारा चैनल ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं. With this, let's start with it. First, we'll be starting from the science section. Okay. Which of the following statements is true? Firstly, before starting, आपके पेपर में जब भी ऐसा पूछा जाए which of the following is true or which of the following is false, please inculcate the habit of highlighting it or just a basic circle. तो आपके ध्यान में रहेगा. अदरवाइज क्या होता है ट्रू पूछ रहा है ट्रू पूछा जाता है पेपर में और हम फॉल्स करके आ जाते हैं जो इजी मार्क्स है we lose on that. First, magnetic field lines come closer to one another near the poles of the magnet. And the second statement is magnetic field lines origin from south pole and end at its north pole. So here if you see, do they come closer near the south, near the poles? So yes, they are coming closer, right over here. So our first statement is right. The second one, where do they originate? If you see, ये लाइन यहाँ ऐसे जा रही है राइट डायरेक्शन ऐसा है सो दे ओरिजिनेट एट नॉर्थ पोल एंड नॉट एट साउथ पोल सो दिस इज रॉन्ग दिस मीन्स आर ओनली A statement is true right next question which of the following viruses enters through the mouth and affects the nervous system hepatitis virus polio virus HIV virus or antivirus here your answer is polio virus. If we see more about the options, so poliovirus is caused by enterovirus. The words which are highlighted in red has to be focused on. Okay. And treatment are of two kinds. First is inject किया जाता है एक उसका नाम है salk और oral दिया जाता है उसका नाम है sabine. Please keep in your mind this was asked in recent paper. I guess it was 2022 or 2021. Now, if we see more about HIV virus, so AIDS is caused by HIV. What is the full form of AIDS? It is. Now we come to the next option, HIV virus. So, AIDS is caused by HIV. What is the full form of AIDS? It is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Please keep the full form in your mind. इस पे question बनते हैं. And in order to diagnose that if you've got AIDS or not, कौन सा टेस्ट किया जाता है एलिसा एलिसा का फुल फॉर्म क्या है इट इज एंजाइम लिंक्ड इम्यूनोसॉल्वेंट एसे प्लीज नोट दिस हैज ऑलरेडी बीन आस्क्ड इन द पेपर वंस एक तो एलिसा टेस्ट है और दूसरा है वेस्टर्न ब्लॉट. Now if we see hepatitis virus, this option in depth, so there are 5 types of hepatitis virus. It is A, B, C, D and E. Okay. इसमें से जो आपका BCD है that can be वो होता है आपका blood transfusion और sexual intercourse and A and E is caused by food or contaminated water. And which organ is affected in hepatitis? It is liver. Here please note this question was asked in recent paper 2022 or 2023 where they had asked that I guess it was in regards to BCD. BCD is caused by blood transfusion. ऐसा कुछ तो क्वेश्चन था आप जाके जरूर देख लीजिएगा. Also, diseases is a hard question and has to be studied in first priority. And if you are wondering hard question क्या है, hard question ऐसे questions होते हैं जो MPSC हमेशा पूछती है. And first priority means that this topic has to be done in first priority. You cannot skip this topic and go for the paper because for animal classification पे 110% questions repeat होते हैं. आज तक मैंने 7 से 8 previous year question analysis के lecture डाले हैं YouTube पे and in every paper I have found a question on diseases. If you have not watched the previous 7 to 8 lectures, the link for the playlist has been mentioned in the description box. आप please जाके वो देखिए. Because what happens is, if you will start your preparation by seeing this lecture, okay? E से आपने चालू किया देखना, आपने ABCD देखा ही नहीं, बेस बना ही नहीं, आप सीधा चले गए एक बिल्डिंग बनाने. I can link because I have taught, but you are starting from here, तो आपको previous link करना जब मैं लेक्चर में बोलती हूँ अच्छा ये वो पेपर में आया था, so you will not be able to link और आपका बेस अच्छा नहीं बनेगा. So please start from 2011. Next question. What is the process in which solid on heating directly goes into gaseous state without going through liquid state? What is it known as? Solidification, liquidification, evaporation, or sublimation? Here, your answer is sublimation. Please note, this question has already been repeated once or twice, if I'm not wrong, in the questions in the papers which we have already covered. If we see this in depth, so sublimation is the process in which solid on heating directly goes into gaseous state. What are the examples? Camphor and anthracene. Please keep in your mind, this has also been asked in one of the paper. So, solidification का एक example है, that is water. अगर उसको freeze किया, so it becomes ice, right? And अगर ice को हमने heat दिया, so it becomes water. So this is liquidification. And what is evaporation? अगर आप कुछ पानी या कोई चीज गर्म करके गैस पे, so this is vapor. So that is evaporation. And sublimation इसमें solid से direct gaseous. Please keep this in your mind. Next one. What is the energy received from the sun due to nuclear fusion, chemical reaction, motion of electrons? So here your right answer is nuclear fusion. Next question. At hydroelectric power plant, electricity is extracted from water. Kinetic energy possessed by stored water is converted into electricity. Water is converted into steam to turn turbines and produce electricity. Potential energy possessed by stored water is converted into electricity. Here, your right answer is option 4. Potential energy possessed by stored water is converted into electricity. Your option analysis is not required. Next question. Complete the following statements meaningfully. Next question. Winding of a spring in a working clock dash converts potential energy to kinetic energy, converts kinetic energy to potential energy. Potential energy remains constant. Kinetic energy remains constant. Here, your right answer is potential energy to kinetic energy. Your option analysis is not required. Next question is a match the following, where you have to match radioactive isotopes to its application. So if you see, uranium is used in atomic reactor. Okay, uranium, thorium, both of these isotopes are used in atomic reactor. Cobalt is used for treatment of cancer. Iodine. Iodine is caused by deficiency. Sorry, goiter is caused by deficiency of iodine. That is the reason you can link it that iodine is used for treatment of goiter and carbon is used to determine the age of fossils. So uranium is atomic reactor. A is 4. Cobalt is 1. Iodine is 2. And carbon is 3. 4, 1, 2, 3. 4, 1, 2, 3. This is your answer. Next question. In case of propagation of sound waves, vacuum is required. Medium, physical object or matter is required. Particles of the medium travel from source to the listener. None of the above. So, please note this question has also been repeated 3 to 4 times. From physics part, sound waves, light, electricity. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स है. फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी, हार्ड क्वेश्चंस यहीं से आते हैं. ठीक है. प्रोपोगेशन ऑफ साउंड, मीडियम इज रिक्वायर्ड, राइट. स्पेस में आवाज नहीं एक से दूसरे जन को पहुंचती, लाइक वन पर्सन कैन नॉट हियर व्हाट द अदर पर्सन हैज स्पोकन इन स्पेस. व्हाई? बिकॉज देयर इज नो मीडियम. स्पेस में वैक्यूम है. सो आपका फर्स्ट ऑप्शन गलत हो जाता है. वैक्यूम इज रिक्वायर्ड. नो, यू नीड अ मीडियम. ओके. Sound doesn't travel through medium, like I told you. Example is space. What is the speed of sound? The speed of sound is 344 meter per second. And order of propagation. It means maximum solid, उसके बाद liquid, and the least is gaseous. Please note, this also has been asked in the paper. Next question. To an astronaut at very high altitude, the sky appears dark because there is no atmosphere at high altitude. Yes, this is right. Scattering of light doesn't take place. ये भी सही है. So, इससे आपका option हो जाता है. Both 1 and 2 are correct. And scattering of light, this phenomenon, who discovered? It is by C.V. Raman. ये भी पूछा जाता है एक बार. If they ask you, sky आपको blue क्यों दिखता है? It is due to which phenomenon? This is also due to scattering of light. For scattering of light, these two are popular examples जो हमेशा पूछते हैं. तो आप ये दोनों ध्यान में रखिए. That sky appears dark due to scattering or blue भी also is due to scattering. Next question. In which part of the green plants the process of photosynthesis takes place? Leaves, flowers to a lesser extent, green stems, all of the above. Here your right answer is all of the above. So photosynthesis आपके leaves में भी होते हैं, flowers में भी होते हैं और green stems में भी होता है. And this also has been asked in a paper. Photosynthesis converts solar energy जो आपका sun है into chemical energy. And if they ask you in regards to photosynthesis, what are the microscopic openings on the leaf known as? They are known as stomata. Stomata से क्या अंदर लेते हैं? CO2 plants and they liberate. What is liberated out? It is O2, that is oxygen. And in the process of photosynthesis, what does plant make? It is glucose. What is the chemical formula of glucose? It is C6H12O6. You need to keep all of this in your mind. ये basic आपका जो 7th standard का state board है वहीं से और हमेशा एक question बनते हैं. Which of the following statements is or are true? Flow of electrons is from negative terminal to positive terminal. Direction of flow of electrons is opposite to the direction of current. So firstly, आपका जो flow of electrons है, it is from negative to positive. Okay, so ये option मेरा सही है. Here they are asked which of the following is true. And direction of flow of electrons is opposite to the direction of current. So yes, this is also true. So electrons flow from negative to positive. So current flows from positive to negative. This is the statement. So yes, this is right. And what is the SI unit of current? It is amp. Please note, ये पूछा गया है पेपर में. Next one. Hydrogenated oil, vanaspati ghee, is obtained by reducing vegetable oil. What is used as a catalyst in this reaction? Manganese oxide, cobalt, ranitidine, zinc. Here your right answer is ranitidine. Here option analysis is not required. Just keep this in mind. Next question. A strong smelling substance, ethyl mercaptan, is added to LPG. First is true. Yes, this is added. Secondly, it helps to detect the gas leakage. So yes, अगर आपका गैस चालू रह जाता है घर पे, you can pungent smell आता है of the gas. Why? Why do you get that smell? It is because ethyl mercaptan. Please note, this question is a repeated question. And in the previous one, like जब ये repeat हुआ था, तभी भी मैंने बोला था, इस पे focus होता है इनका. Okay, so you need to know. वो आपको जो स्मेल आ रहा है गैस से, what is the factor, what is the name? So it is ethyl mercaptan. Next question. What results into production of sound? Vibration of the particles of the medium, friction of the particles, translational motion of the particles, rotational motion of the particles of the medium. There is no rotation, there is no translation, ना ही कोई friction. You can hear sound because of vibration of the particles of the medium. And previously also there was a question on sound, right? जहाँ हमने discuss किया था that what is the speed 344 meter per second. All that I had covered over there, so I did not add those points over here. With this, we've ended with our science part of the paper, and now we'll be starting with history. Okay. First question. Jyotiba Phule was honored with Mahatma by dash. Citizens of Mumbai, citizens of Pune, British government, citizens of Satara. This is a very tricky question. People will get confused in between Mumbai and Pune. But here your answer is citizens of Mumbai. honored Jyotiba Phule with the title of Mahatma. And one more question is also asked that who has given this name? It is by Krishnaji Wandekar. Okay, please note this name. This big question. Where was Mahatma Phule born? So here, when was Mahatma Phule born? He was born on April 11, 1827, and his surname was Phule. Why Phule? Because his family belonged to the profession of Malis. वो जो flower garlands वगैरह वो काम रहता है. He belonged to the family of such people, that is the Malis. That is the reason his surname is Phule. Please note ये जो है ना अभी मैंने बोला he belongs to Malis. That is the reason his surname is Phule. This statement was once asked in the paper. Some names of his books which are always asked in the paper is Brahmanache Kasab, Satsar, सार्वजनिक सत्य धर्म and Gulangiri. And the book which was published posthumously, ये भी क्वेश्चन आया है, it is सार्वजनिक सत्य धर्म. And he started with Samaj. He started Satya Shodhak Samaj. That is the Truth Seekers Society. In which year? In the year 1873. All of these points are very important. Next question. Who has translated the play Hamlet into Marathi as Vikar Vilasit? This question has been repeated 3-4 times in the papers which we have covered. Very important question. Okay. So, it has been translated by Gopal Ganesh Agarkar. This point you have to study from 3 perspectives. Firstly, Hamlet किसका play है? It is William Shakespeare's play. Okay. Hamlet was translated into which language? Into Marathi language. Hamlet was translated into Marathi language. So what was the name then? It was Vikar Vilasit, and it was translated by whom? Gopal Ganesh Agarkar. ये 4 points है, घुमा घुमा के ऐसे ही पूछेंगे, ठीक है? Some other works which are important of Gopal Ganesh Agarkar is डोंगरीच्या तुरुंगातील 101 दिवस. When Lokmanya Tilak and Gopal Ganesh Agarkar were kept in jail at Dongri for 101 days. So this book contains कि वो 101 दिन में क्या क्या हुआ, ठीक? And he started Sudharak newspaper. These are the most important factors. These are the most important points about Gopal Ganesh Agarkar. And also ये जो 3 नाम है, you have to study them in depth. Next one. Who gave the call of one religion, one caste, one God for mankind? Sadharan Ayyappan, Narayan Guru, Hridaynath Kunjaru, T.M. Nair. Here, your right answer is Narayan Guru. Please note, this question was repeated in Rajya Seva Prelims. So, if you have this perspective that Rajya Seva पेपर के लिए मुझे सिर्फ राज्य सेवा के PYQ करने हैं, नहीं, ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. You have to do combined, you have to do Rajya Seva and you have to do Group C as well. From Group C also questions are repeated in Rajya Seva. एक wholesome preparation होना चाहिए, ठीक है? So Narayan Guru gave this call, and where was he born? He was born in Kerala. इतना काफी है, and here I've put up a picture of him as well. Next question. To which form of literature does Neel Darpan in Bengali literature belong? Story, novel, poetry, play. Here, your right answer is play. Okay. Here, this is the picture of Neel Darpan. ऐसा था वो. And if in this paper they have asked you what kind of play, in the next paper they can ask you who has written this. So it has been written by Deen Bandhu Mitra. Please keep this name in your mind, and this is his picture, so that it is easier for you to relate. Next question. Which of the following statements is incorrect about Narayan Meghaji Lokhande, the father of labor movement? He established the first labor union called Bombay Mill Hands Association. ये बिल्कुल सही है. He was awarded the title of Rao Bahadur for his work during Hindu-Muslim riots. This is also right. And he was awarded the Justice of Peace Award by the government. ये भी बिल्कुल सही है. That is the reason your answer is none of the above. None of the above statements are incorrect. Here, please keep this statement in your mind that Narayan Mekhaji Lokhande is also known as the father of labor movement. This has been asked in a paper. What did not form a part of the program of the revolutionaries? To make weapons in India? If not available, then go to get them from abroad. बिल्कुल सही है. To get money from the rich by adopting any method? Yes. To destroy the railway lines and communication so as to cripple the British or administration? ये भी सही है. इससे आपका आंसर हो जाता है. All the above formed a part of their program. Of whom? Of the revolutionaries. Next question. What did Bapuji Ane do in Pusad on 10 July 1930 to protest against the British? He made salt and joined civil disobedience movement? No. He held meetings to auction salt packets? No. He broke jungle laws by cutting grass from the reserve forests? Yes, this is what he did. He collected foreign clothes and put them on fire? नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं. He just broke the jungle laws by cutting grass from the reserve forest. Please keep his name in your mind. Next question. I would like to be hanged till death than be imprisoned for life. I wish to reborn for the freedom of my motherland, and every time would I like to be hanged till the liberation of my motherland. Who said it? Bhagat Singh, Kartar Singh, Rajguru, Swatantra Veer Savarkar. Here your right answer is Kartar Singh. This statement was said by Kartar Singh. And who is Kartar Singh? Kartar Singh was the member of Ghazal Party. In which year was Ghazal Party formed? In 1913. I've already covered these facts in a paper. I've already covered these facts in a previous year question paper. And please note, Ghazal Party पे भी question बनते हैं. Previously, Ghazal Party was known as the Pacific Coast Hindustan Association, PCHA. Headquarter कहाँ पे है? San Francisco in California. Okay, I just typed Cali, it is California. Here also please note, headquarter भी पूछा गया है पेपर में. That is the reason you have to learn them. President कौन था Ghazal Party का? It was Sohan Singh Bhakna and secretary was Lala Hardyal. Please note, secretary भी पूछा. So, see this, if you adopt this perspective, like okay, ये पूछा है previously, मुझे ये learn करना है, this can be asked again. This is the right perspective for you to study. Because you yourself know कि what is important, how do I selective read, कौन से topics पे question बनते हैं. और अगर आपसे नहीं हो रहा है, even that is fine. You just watch the lecture, that is going to absolutely suffice the need. Alright? And this is a picture of Kartar Singh. It is said that he was the youngest member of the Ghazal Party. Means, I guess he was approximate of 19 years. 19 साल की उनकी एज थी. He dropped out of university and started working in the Ghazal Party and he edited the newspaper Gurmukhi. Next question. International Labour Union recognized which labour union as a representative of Indian labourers? Indian National Trade Union Congress, All India Red Trade Union Congress, All India Trade Union Congress, All India Kisan Sabha. Here your right answer is INTUC. Indian National Trade Union Congress. Option analysis not required. Just keep this in mind. Next one. Match the armed revolutionaries with their areas of operation. Sridhar Paranjape, Wardha and Nagpur. Okay. He mainly operated in Wardha and Nagpur. Dr. Siddhanath Kane, Yavatmal. Dada Saheb Khaparde, Amravati. Narhari Panta Gharpure, he operated at Hyderabad. So, Sridhar Paranjape, Wardha, Nagpur. A is 4. Siddhanath Kane, Yavatmal. 3. Dada Saheb Khaparde, Amravati. 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1 कहाँ पे है? यहाँ पे है. Here I want to tell you one thing. Open Combined 2022 paper. Set B, question number 40. और देखिए रिपीट हुआ है. Directly copy paste. एक दो नाम चेंज हुए रहेंगे but that does not matter. If you have learned this, आपसे वो क्वेश्चन बन जाता था. इवन इफ यू डोंट नो उसमें के दो नाम, बिकॉज इसी से ही क्वेश्चन निकल रहा था. दिस इज विच पेपर? 2013. एंड रिपीट कौन से पेपर में हुआ है? 2022. Approximate of how many years? 9 years later. And if you are with this perspective, even now, 5 year का पेपर suffices the need. 5 साल के एनालिसिस मुझे बस हो जाते? No, that is not the case. From 2011 to 2022, oh sorry, to 2023 हो गया ना उसका पेपर. ये आपके questions at the tip of the tongue. You have to learn it. That is the level of competency which is required. You can't afford to be inept. Alright? Next one. Shivram Zanaba Kamble, who organized Somvansha Hitvartak Conference in 1910, was influenced by whom? G.B. Varankar, Jyotiba Phule, both the above, neither of the two. Here, your right answer is both the above. This is a picture of Shivram Janba Kamble. He was inspired by Varankar and Jyotiba Phule both. Here, also please note, paper में they can also ask you this question क्योंकि हमेशा question बनता है. That who organized Somvansha Hitvardak Conference? So it is Shivram Janapa Kamble, SJK. ये statement भी ध्यान में रखिए. Next question. Which of the following statements is incorrect? In Satara district, Nana Patil formed Prati Sarkar, a parallel government. Yashwantrao Chauhan contributed to the movement. They organized Prabhat fairies and carried out militant activities. None of the above. Here, your right answer is none of the above. All of these incidents took place. Here, please note one thing. लिख के जरूर लीजिएगा. In Satara district, ये वर्ड इंपॉर्टेंट है. नाना पाटिल वर्ड इंपॉर्टेंट है. ये वर्ड इंपॉर्टेंट है और ये वर्ड इंपॉर्टेंट है. ये चारों वर्ड पे क्वेश्चन बना है. They have asked that in Satara district, who has formed a parallel government? It is Nana Patil. They can also ask you, मतलब आपको अगर प्रति सरकार नहीं याद में रह रहा है, so it is parallel government. They both mean the same. In the next paper, they can ask you Nana Patil formed Prati Sarkar in which district? In Satara district. This is a PYQ, and these four words are very important. Means they are also known as trap words. Trap words मतलब जहाँ पे question बनता है. ठीक है? Next question. During the extremist period, Kesari and Maratha were in the forefront in creating social awakening. How were Tilak and Agarkar associated with the two? First statement, they started Kesari in English and Maratha in Marathi in 1881. Agarkar edited Maratha and Tilak edited Kesari. Both the above statements are correct. Neither of the above statements is correct. Here, I want you to note one thing. यहाँ पे सब उल्टा लिखा है इन्होंने. ठीक है. केसरी was in Marathi and Maratha was in English. And Kesari was edited by Agarkar and Maratha was edited by Tilak. See, उल्टा लिखा है. Okay. This is the correct statement. Please learn this. इस पे question हमेशा बनते हैं. So here your answer is option 4. Neither of the above statements is correct. Next question. Which statement would be incorrect about the Colis and their revolts? The Colis revolted against the British in 3 phases: 1824, 1839 and 1845. Kois were divided between Sade Koi, Dongri Koi and Son Koi, Mahadev Koi. So yes, this is also right. The British could not control the revolts. Yes, ये भी सही है. So here they asks which of the following is incorrect. So your answer is none of the above. All the statements are correct. Next question. What is not true about Vasudev Balwanta Phadke? He sported a beard to hide his identity and disguised as an ascetic created consciousness among the people. He could not complete English education due to financial condition of his family, and he first worked in the military department and thereafter in railways. He initially worked with Ramoshis who later deserted him. who later deserted him? None of the above. Here, your option 2 is incorrect because he did not first work in military and then in railway. He first worked in railway and then he worked in military. सिर्फ इसको उल्टा कर दिया, ठीक है. If we see the most important facts about Vasudev Barwanta Phadke, this is a picture of him. So Vasudev Barwanta Phadke is known as the father of Indian armed rebellion. Please note, इस पे question पूछा गया है. Where is his birthplace? His birthplace is in Shirron district. Initially, he worked as a clerk in railway department and later he joined account section of military department. See, ये point पे इतना depth में गया है. They just put this over here and this over here. इतना सारा पढ़ना होता है that इतना छोटा आपको ध्यान में नहीं रहेगा. And you will find this to be same कि ये पहला है ये दूसरा, इतना कोई ध्यान में रख के पढ़ता नहीं है. So this can be only be solved by revision. And if you see, Vasudev Barwant Phadke was influenced by Justice Ranade and G.V. Joshi, that is Ganesh Vasudev Joshi, and he started Aikyavardhini Sabha. Next one, why did the British government fail in arresting Umaji Naik? Umaji got all the information about government activities. He got stimulation and support from peasants and villagers. So, here your answer is both the above are correct. Next question, who wrote the book Gram Gita to teach the people how to develop a village? Sant Tukaram, Rashtra Sant Tukaroji Maharaj, Sant Eknath, or Sant Namdev? Here, your right answer is Rashtra Sant Tukaroji Maharaj wrote the book Gram Gita. And this is a picture of the first page.
Next question, what was Bahishkrut Bharat, which was started by B.R. Ambedkar in 1927? So, monthly, daily, weekly or fortnightly? So, it was fortnightly. Here what you have to keep in your mind, Bahishkrut Bharat was started by whom? B.R. Ambedkar. In which year? In 1927, and it was published fortnightly. This is a picture of the newspaper. I just put it up. Next question, what is one of the social effects of 1857 revolt? Change in military organization, rule of East India Company came to an end, growth in new industries and commerce, rift in Hindu-Muslim unity. Here, your answer is rift in Hindu-Muslim unity was one of the social effects of 1857. All of these are the effects, but social effect कौन सा था? वो था आपका rift in Hindu-Muslim unity. And the immediate cause, ये हमेशा पूछा जाता है, and it has already been asked. Please note this, that the immediate cause of revolt was a coating of cartridges, which was made of pig and cow fat. And who was the Governor General during 1857 revolt? It was Lord Canning. This is Lord Canning. Okay. Next question, what did the Indian revolutionaries get from Japan? Inspiration and technique of bomb making, monetary help and arms supply, both the above, none of the above. Here your right answer is both the above. Next question, Sir Syed Ahmed Khan opposed the Congress, opposed the democratic government system, encouraged the Western education. Here also your answer is all of the above options are correct. Here I would like to tell you one thing, अगर पेपर में ऐसा कोई क्वेश्चन आता है which you are not able to attempt, but in the option there is all of the above options are correct, please go for all of the above options. 10 में से 8 बार आंसर all of the above options रहता है. And this I am not saying मतलब मेरा कुछ बना के, universally students follow this technique. Okay. Next question, who appreciated Raja Ram Mohan Roy as humanist and the reformer of human being because of his struggle against sati? M.K. Gandhi, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Lord Ripon or Bentham? Here your answer is Bentham. Bentham appreciated Raja Ram Mohan Roy as humanist and the reformer of human being. Please note, this question has been asked once. Raja Ram Mohan Roy, where was he born? He was born at Radhanagar in Bengal. When was sati abolished? Please note, ये भी पूछा गया है, in 1829. And who passed this act? Again asked in a paper, William Bentinck. One famous Samaj, it was started by Raja Ram Mohan Roy. The name was Brahmo Samaj. ये भी पूछा जाता है. So these are the most important points, and here I've put up a picture. This is Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Next question: who did the satyagraha in 1930 at Nashik to allow the untouchables an entry in the Kalaram temple? Savitribai Phule, Mahatma Phule, Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar, Mahatma Gandhi. Here they've purposely put these two options because satyagraha to dono ne kiya, right? So that you get confused. But whenever you see the word Kalaram temple, सही जवाब है डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब अम्बेडकर एंड नॉट महात्मा गांधी. एंड वेयर इज कालाराम टेम्पल लोकेटेड? दिस इज द टेम्पल. ओके, कालाराम टेम्पल, इट इज लोकेटेड एट नाशिक. फ्रॉम दिस पर्सपेक्टिव व्हाट यू हैव टू कीप इन योर माइंड, जो कालाराम टेम्पल का सत्याग्रह हुआ था, इट टुक प्लेस इन विच ईयर? इन 1930 टू अलाउ द अनटचेबल्स टू एंटर. एंड किसने किया? डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब अम्बेडकर. दीज थ्री वर्ड्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Next question: Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar had attended which RTC round table conference? First, second or third? मैंने आपको क्या बोला है? अगर नहीं पता go for the maximum option, right? और go for all of the above. All of the above को यहाँ पे है, ये है ना ABC. ABC, and that is your right answer. Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar is the person who has attended all three RTCs. If we see first RTC कब हुआ था? 1930 में. प्लीज नोट RTC के ईयर्स पे क्वेश्चन बनता है. ओके. सेकेंड RTC कब हुआ था? 1931 में. और थर्ड RTC हुआ था 1932 में. Now in this paper they have asked you about Baba Saheb Ambedkar. In next paper they can ask you about someone else who has attended all the three RTCs. So you need to know the people who have attended all the three RTCs. The first one Ambedkar ji. Second Tej Bahadur Sapru. Third is Mr. Jaikar. Fourth is N.M. Joshi, and fifth is C.M. Mudaliar. These five names are very important. This is a picture of Ambedkar. This is a picture of Tej Bahadur Sapru. This is Mr. Jaikar, and this is N.M. Joshi. इनका मुझे फोटो नहीं मिला, ठीक है, लेकिन ये 5 नाम आपके ध्यान में रहना बहुत ज़रूरी है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन: Who has worked as a principal of FC College? लोकमान्य तिलक, गोपाल कृष्ण गोखले, गोपाल गणेश आगरकर, विष्णु शास्त्री चिपलूणकर. यहाँ आपका सही जवाब है गोपाल गणेश आगरकर. He has worked as the principal of Ferguson College. What did the Chori Chora incident in Gorakhpur district in which 22 policemen died not result into? Gandhiji was shocked. He called off the movement. बिल्कुल सही. The commoners and even the Congress leaders were angry of the Gandhiji's decision of calling off the movement. ये भी सही है. The British arrested Gandhiji for anti-government activities. This is also right. So इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि आपका कोई भी जवाब गलत नहीं है. All of these Chori Chora incident did result into all these 3 incidents. Firstly, what you need to know, Chori Chora incident took place in which year? Please note, question बना है इस पे 1922. And who was the viceroy? The viceroy was Lord Reading. Okay, and this has been asked at least 3 to 4 times in previous year questions, and I have covered Chori Chora in depth as well. So please go and watch those lectures, because क्या होता है कि अगर मैंने एक बार कवर किया हो और मैं हर लेक्चर में सेम कवर करूँ, it does not make sense, right? I would rather move on to the next important points जो मैंने कवर नहीं किया है. So it is not feasible and nor is it possible for me that every time a question gets repeated I can add all the data. मेरे पास स्लाइड इतनी छोटी है, ठीक है, तो आप प्लीज़ जाके ज़रूर देखिएगा. नाउ चौरी चौरा इंसिडेंट हैज़ ब्रॉट एन एंड टू द नॉन कॉपरेशन मूवमेंट. ये काफ़ी ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट सवाल है. एसएससी का जो पेपर हुआ था रिसेंटली, वहाँ भी पूछा गया था. एसएससी के पेपर में ये भी पूछा गया था, ठीक है, दैट चौरी चौरा का इंसिडेंट है वो कहाँ पे हुआ था? वो हुआ था आपके गोरखपुर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में. एंड दिस चौरी चौरा हैज़ ब्रॉट एन एंड टू नॉन कॉपरेशन मूवमेंट. ये this question becomes very tricky because they put non-cooperation, they put civil disobedience, quit India. So just learn this, that Chori Chora brought an end to non-cooperation. And this is a picture of Lord Reading, who was the viceroy during Chori Chora incident. Next question. Consider the following 3 statements about Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar. He formed Independent Labour Party in 1936 for the political rights of Dalits. This is right. He said that though he was born a Hindu, he will not die a Hindu. ये भी सही है. Third one, he died in the same year in which he embraced Hinduism, in which he embraced Buddhism. ये भी सही है. Here you have to keep this in your mind, okay? ILP, that is Independent Labour Party, कभी फॉर्म हुआ था 1936 में. आपके तीनों स्टेटमेंट सही है. करेक्ट पूछा है ना. मैंने क्या बोला था, करेक्ट पे मैक्सिमम के पास जाइए. ABC. Even if you did not know this statement, he died in the same year in which he embraced. अब इतना कैसे ध्यान में रहेगा. Always go for the maximum options when they say it is correct. And अगर आपको आंसर नहीं आता हो, अगर आता हो तब मत ये फॉलो करना. When you don't know, please go with this. 8 out of 10 times it is always right. So, Baba Saheb Ambedkar died in 1956. He passed away in 1956, and in the same year he embraced Buddhism. Next question. Consider the following two statements. Professor Bansali from Sevagram Ashram went to Delhi and met Bapuji Arne on 1st November 1942. He wanted justice for female victims of Chimur. यहाँ आपका वापस go for the maximum. Both are true. Both the statements are true and B is the cause of A. That is your right answer. Next question. Which degree was awarded to Maharishi Dhondo Keshav Karve by the Mumbai University? LLB, LLD, DLit और PhD? यहाँ आपका सही जवाब है LLD. Okay. And Maharishi Dhondo Keshav Karve, he taught maths in Ferguson College. And in 1958 he was awarded with Bharat Ratna. इसके पहले हमने FC कॉलेज के ऊपर एक और स्टेटमेंट पढ़ा था, बराबर. Who was the principal? It was Gopal Ganesh Agarkar. Maharishi Dhondo Keshav Karve also started a university for women. It is the Indian Women's University. इसका नाम बदल के क्या रख दिया था? SNDT College, which is one of the most famous colleges of Mumbai. If you stay in Mumbai, you must be knowing. तो SNDT College उसका रीनेम है, ठीक है. उसका ओरिजिनल नाम था इंडियन वुमेन्स यूनिवर्सिटी. एंड वाई वॉज इट SNDT? नाम SNDT क्यों पड़ा? व्हाट इज द फुल फॉर्म? इट इज श्रीमती नथीबाई दामोदर ठाकर से. ये है कौन? डू यू नो? मैंने इस पर रील भी अपलोड किया था. सो दिस पर्सन had pledged to give 21 lakhs for the development of this college in the memory of his mother Nathibai. That is the reason from Indian Women's University इसका नाम rename किया to SNDT College. This is the history behind it. And one more question is always asked on Indian Women's University. ये पूछा जाता है कि ये जो आपका SNDT College है, it has been formed after taking inspiration from which university? It is the Tokyo University. और इसका नाम है नीहो जोशी डाइगाकू. This is something which you must keep in your mind. Okay. Next question. Which attempts of the British proved a failure in arresting Umaji Naik? A prize of ₹100 to 1,200, 5,000 announced to assist him in arresting him. A threat that if anybody is found assisting him would be executed. The check post set up at various sensitive areas. So ये जो भी काम attempt हुआ British, so all these factors, so all these attempts made by the British proved to be a failure in arresting Umaji Naik. Next question, match the pace. The first cotton mill 1854, the first jute factory 1855, first iron industry 1911, and the first railway track in 1853. Please note here they have asked you railway track first time, okay, and not train. अगर ट्रेन पूछा जाए तब 1854 है, and many students got confused in between these two. ट्रैक पूछते हैं तब 1853 and ट्रेन पूछा तब 1854. So if we see first cotton textile mill, it is option 4, 1854. First jute factory 3, first iron industry 1, and then you got 2. Where is 4, 3, 1, 2 here? So this is your right answer. We've completed with our history part and with our science part. यहाँ से आपका geography चालू हो जाता है. Here they have asked you about national highways and highway numbers. Here I want to tell you one thing. Combined 2022, was there a question on national highway? Topic got repeated. This is how you determine your topics, which is important and which is not. जो topics यहाँ पे बनते हैं, question में पूछा है, that you have to do it thoroughly. Okay? So Mumbai Agra. I'll directly go to the answers. Mumbai Agra is NH3. Mumbai Pune Bangalore is NH4. Pune Nashik Road is NH50 and Mumbai Konkan Goa is 17. Please note, this has already been asked in 2011. देखो 2011 से 2013 में repeat हुआ और 2013 से 2022 में topic repeat हुआ. And if they ask you which is the longest highway, which was asked in 2022 paper, it is NH44, which extends from Srinagar to the tip over here, from north to south. Next question, which delta is known as the green delta? Mahanadi delta, Godavari delta, Krishna delta, Ganga Brahmaputra delta. यहाँ आपका सही जवाब है गंगा ब्रह्मपुत्र डेल्टा इज नोन एज ग्रीन डेल्टा. एंड व्हाट इज द रीजन? ग्रीन क्यों बोलते हैं, व्हाई नॉट येलो? इट इज बिकॉज दिस डेल्टा इज एक्सट्रीमली फर्टाइल. इससे एग्रीकल्चर अच्छा होता है, विच इज ग्रीन. दैट इज द रीजन इट इज नोन एज green delta. This is a overview picture of the Ganga Brahmaputra delta. Next question, which of the following ranges forms a water divide between Narmada and Mahanadi? Satpura and Mahadev, Satpura and Michael, only Michael or only Mahadev? Here your right answer is only Mahadev, only Michael. This is a picture of the Michael ranges. Next question, where is the Asia's biggest agriculture university located? Hisar, Pune, Rahuri or Dapoli? Your right answer is Hisar. Asia's biggest agriculture university is located in Hisar. Where is Hisar? In which state? It is in Haryana. Okay. अगर ये पूछा है, next time they can ask you what is the name of the biggest agriculture university. So it is Charan Singh Haryana Agricultural University. Okay, Charan Singh. Next question, which of the following main problems concerned with rainfall the state of Maharashtra faces? Spatial diversity, temporal diversity, spatio-temporal diversity, none of these. Here your right answer is spatio-temporal diversity. Next question, which of the following regions is known for non-occurrence of basalt used in construction? Eastern Vidarbha and Konkan, Northern Konkan and Southern Marathwada, Western Marathwada and Khandesh, North Konkan and Khandesh. Here your right answer is Eastern Vidarbha and Konkan is known for non-occurrence of basalt. Here see, usually people get confused कि Konkan कहाँ है, Marathwada कहाँ पे है. So if you see, this area is your Khandesh, this side Gadchiroli and all, that is your Vidarbha. Here you've got Marathwada. This is Western Maharashtra and this is Konkan. You need to keep this in your mind. Okay, so Eastern Vidarbha, here you've got Vidarbha. This side is known for non-occurrence of basalt for construction and Konkan area. ये दो जो एरिया है यहाँ पे कंस्ट्रक्शन वाला basalt नहीं मिलता. Next question, what is the semi-arid region of Rajasthan called as? Bagar, Ghagar, Bangar, Khadar. Okay, here your right answer is Bagar. Is the semi-arid region of Rajasthan is called as Bagar. Next question, From where, not where from where was the marble used in construction of Taj Mahal? Jodhpur, Udaipur, Makrana, Jabalpur. This is a picture of Makrana. Okay, Makrana से लिया गया था marble for the construction of Taj Mahal. Which of the following places was known as Mominabad in olden days? Parli Vaidjanath, Paitan, Beed, Ambedkar. Here your right answer is Ambedkar was known as Mominabad in olden days. And where is Ambedkar? Ambedkar is in Beed. Here I want to tell you one thing. This. If you have seen my PSI mains of 2012, I had covered one question usme, where the question was 12 Jyotirlings are found in India, 5 are found in Maharashtra. Okay, and 5 में से this is one of the Jyotirling, Parli Vaidjanath. And where is Parli Vaidjanath? Parli Vaidjanath is in Beed. And the reason why I am telling you this is because ये पूछा जाता है that where is Parli Vaidjanath Jyotirling, so it is in Beed. This is important and you have to keep in your mind. And ये lecture में मैंने पूरे 5 already cover किए हैं. You can go watch it. Next question. In which part of Maharashtra basalt has the maximum thickness? Southern, western, central, northern. Your answer is west. In the western Maharashtra, the thickness is the maximum. Next question. Which of the following sentences is correct? Okay. In India, literacy rate is higher in females than in males. Is this possible? No. Andaman Nicobar has the lowest literacy rate. Literacy is decreasing in India. None of the above. Here your answer is none of the above. Now this is the data to back the answer. Firstly, literacy rate is higher in males than females. और अगर डेटा आप चाहते हैं, and if you want to see the data, so here it is. Male का है 82.14%, 82.14%, and female is 82.7. So कहाँ पे ज़्यादा हुआ? मेल में ज़्यादा हुआ, but here they have told females. That is the reason this is wrong. Second, they have said that the lowest literacy rate, कौन सा स्टेट है जहाँ पे बहुत कम है लिटरेसी रेट? वो है आपका बिहार. और यूटी के पर्सपेक्टिव से देखें तो दादरा एंड नगर हवेली. ये भी गलत हो जाता है. And literacy is increasing in India. It is not decreasing, it is increasing. If you see 2021 में 61% था and 2011 में 74% था. Almost 13% का increase हुआ है. That is the reason when option 3 is wrong. This makes your none of the above right. ठीक है? Next question. With this we've completed history, we've completed science, and we've completed geography, right? Now we'll be starting with economics. Here there's a question on 5-year plans. From economics perspective, 5-year plans is very important. You have to study that. वो है आपका hard questions, first priority. If you see the first 5-year plan is based on which model? I'll directly go to the answer. The first 5-year plan is on Harold Domer model. Second 5-year plan is on Mahalanobis model. 8th 5-year plan, 8 पूछा है. 8th is on LPG, that is liberalization, privatization and globalization, and the 11th 5-year plan is based on Pura model. Here you have to keep the strategy used in mind, means your models जो है वो आपको ध्यान में रखना है, and you also need to know the years, duration of the plan. इस पे भी match the following के question बनते हैं. Next question. Which one of the following statements is true? The objective of 11th 5-year plan was faster and inclusive growth. The objective of 11th plan was greater and balanced growth. यहाँ आपका सही जवाब है option A, that the objective was faster and inclusive growth. This makes your option 1 right. In the comment section now, do let me know what is the duration of 11th 5-year plan. Next question. Okay, with this we've completed history, science, geography, and now we are starting with polity. Eco भी हो गया, sorry. कम ही क्वेश्चन थे इको में ज़्यादा क्वेश्चंस नहीं थे ये वाले पेपर में. Which of the following statements regarding high courts are correct पूछा. Their writ jurisdiction is wider than that of the Supreme Court. There are courts of record. They do not have a primary jurisdiction. Their decisions are binding on subordinate courts. Here your right answer is A, B, D. ये सही है, ये सही है और ये सही है. I'll explain you. So High Court comprises from which section to which section? It is comprises from which article? It comprises from 214 to 231. बराबर. अगर पूछा जाए रिवरिट्स के बारे में, there are 5 writs, right? Habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, certiorari and quo warranto. You need to know the writs in depth. If we say the jurisdiction is wider, what does this mean? In High Court can issue writs under Article 226 on legal as well as fundamental rights. But if you see Supreme Court, who can issue writs under Article 32, it can only issue in fundamental rights, not on legal rights. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि हाई कोर्ट का ज़्यादा मैटर्स है ना, लीगल एंड फंडामेंटल, एंड इन सुप्रीम कोर्ट यू गॉट ओनली फंडामेंटल. सो दिस मेक्स द writ jurisdiction of high court wider. Second is they are courts of record. What does courts of record mean? It means कि जो आपके judgments है ना, कोर्ट जो judgments पास करती है वो record होता है. Now here record does not quintessentially stand for the meaning. Means record मतलब वो आपका कैमरा वाला record नहीं. Record means that it has been kept as a proof, as a evidence. जो चीज़ जमा करके रखते. It can be even in paper form. So the judgments are recorded, right? So this makes they are courts of record. They do not have primary jurisdiction. नहीं. They have primary jurisdiction. And the last statement, their decisions are binding on subordinate courts. Here what you need to know is which court is the apex court of judiciary. It is the Supreme Court, right? If Supreme Court passes a judgment on a particular matter, और वैसे ही कुछ तो केस होता है जो सेम हाई कोर्ट के सामने आता है, समथिंग विच इज सिमिलर, और जो उसका बोन ऑफ कंटेंशन जो हम बोलते हैं अगर वो सेम है, सो हाई कोर्ट हैज़ टू फॉलो द सेम जजमेंट विच सुप्रीम कोर्ट हैज़ गिवन. ये अलग नहीं जा सकती. अगर हाई कोर्ट से नीचे कौन सा है आपका जो JMFC है या सेशंस है, दिस कोर्ट हैज़ टू फॉलो हाई कोर्ट, दिस कोर्ट हैज़ टू फॉलो सुप्रीम कोर्ट. मीन्स इनके जजमेंट्स सेम होंगे अगर मैटर सेम रहा तो. दे कांट मेक देयर ओन जजमेंट्स कि अच्छा सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने इसमें हाँ बोला है तो JMFC ना नहीं बोल सकता. So this is what it means that the decisions are binding. And in law there's a Latin term as well to this. It is known as the doctrine of stare decisis, which makes the judgments binding. मतलब आपका जो principle है वो binding हो जाता है. I hope you've understood it now. Next one, which of the following persons can't be removed? Which of the persons can't be removed from his post by using impeachment method? President, Governor, Chief Election Commissioner, Supreme Court Judge. Here your right answer is Governor. Governor is not removed by impeachment. First of all, who appoints the Governor? It is the President. जो अपॉइंट करेगा वो ही निकालेगा, राइट? सो ही इज रिमूव्ड बाय द प्रेसिडेंट एंड ही इज नॉट रिमूव्ड बाय impeachment. Next question, which of the minority communities was given special representation in the Constituent Assembly? 6. SC, that is scheduled caste, Christians or scheduled tribes. Here your right answer is 6. The Sikh were given special representation in the Constituent Assembly. Next one, under which of the following circumstances can the President declare an emergency? External aggression, internal disturbances, failure of the constitutional machinery in the state, financial crisis. Here your right answer is A, C and D. Only In these circumstances, President can declare an emergency. Here, before giving you an explanation, I want to give you one trick. If you see in Marathi, आपको ये दिख रहा है in bracket something is given, it means this answer is right. ये गलत नहीं हो सकता. ओके जो भी आपको ऑप्शन में इफ एक ब्रैकेट दिया है और फर्दर एक्सप्लेनेशन दिया है, इट अप्लाइज इवन फॉर इंग्लिश. आपका जो मेंस पेपर 1 है, इट अप्लाइज इवन फॉर दिस. वेयर एवर यू फाइंड इन ब्रैकेट समथिंग इज गिवन, दैट ऑप्शन हैज टू बी राइट. इट इज लाइक अ हिंट दैट MPSC इज गिविंग यू दैट यहाँ मैं एक्स्ट्रा एक्सप्लेनेशन दे रहा हूँ, इसका मतलब यही है आपका जवाब, ये ऑप्शन सही है. ठीक है. सो इंटरनल डिस्टर्बेंसेस पे नहीं हो सकता कोई emergency. If you see from polity perspective, emergency has been covered in part 18. It comprises from article 352 to article 360, and president can declare emergency on the grounds of external aggression, failure of the constitutional machinery and financial crisis. पेपर में इस पे और एक सवाल बनता है, and that question is how many types of emergencies are there? There are 3 types. First is national emergency, second is president's rule, and the third is financial emergency. ये important है. Next one, the DPSP, that is the Directive Principles of State Policy, are not dash compatible with fundamental rights, justiciable, amendable, welfare oriented. Compatible fundamental rights तो है. Is it justiciable? What does justiciable mean? For example, if there is one provision which is provided in DPSP, और अगर वो provision मुझे नहीं मिलता है, so I can't go to the court कि ये मेरा जो DPSP है ना वो infringe हुआ है. I can only go to the court for fundamental rights and not DPSP. Courts will not look into this अगर मुझे कोई DPSP का मुझे provision नहीं मिला. Which part? It is part 4. DPSP are not justiciable, and it covers from article 36 to article 51. Next one, here they have given you certain principles and they have asked you to match with DPSP. I'll directly go to the explanation. DPSP is comprised in part 4, 36 to 51A. हमने just पढ़ा. Political principle, organizing a village panchayat political है ना, so it is a political principle. Social principle क्या है? Free and compulsory education is given to the children below the age of 14. Economic principle, something which is related to money, provision of employment, money का है ना, right? International principle is peaceful coexistence among nations. ये international हो गया. So A का आंसर क्या है? A का आंसर है 3. Social principle is 4. Economic principle related to money 341. कहाँ है 341? यहाँ पे है. This is your answer. Okay. Next question. Here they have asked you to match the columns, like the list is given and you have to match with the topics of the list. Firstly, union list में क्या आता है? Union list में है आपके light houses. So A is 1. State list consists of prisons, right? And concurrent list consists of education. So 1, 3 and 2. Option 4. If we study this in depth, union list consists of how many subjects? 98. Concurrent list originally 47 थे, अभी add हुए हैं इसलिए 52. State list has 59 subjects. Here I want to tell you one thing. This has already been asked कि concurrent list में originally कितने थे, अभी कितने हैं. इसका मतलब ये हुआ that you have to know union list में कितने subjects है and state list में भी. Whenever you see कि एक पॉइंट पे बना है क्वेश्चन, सो यू हैव टू स्टडी द सराउंडिंग पॉइंट्स एज वेल. ओके. यूनियन लिस्ट लाइट हाउसेज एंड रेलवेज. स्टेट लिस्ट में प्रिजन्स एंड पुलिस. कॉन्करेंट लिस्ट यू गॉट एजुकेशन, फॉरेस्ट, मैरिज एंड डिवोर्स. हियर आई वांट टू टेल यू वन थिंग. Combine 2023, please open your paper and see if there is a question on lists or not. वहाँ पे question है. So this is what I was trying to say. Topics अगर question भी repeat नहीं हुए, topics repeat होते हैं because MPSC ये सोचती है and they demand this from you that आप अच्छे से PYQ करके आओ. और जो PYQ में के टॉपिक्स है वो आप अच्छे से करके आओ पेपर के लिए, और उसी हिसाब से आपका पेपर सेट होता है. With this we've completed with our PSI pre-paper of 2013. Now we'll see कौन से टॉपिक्स पे क्वेश्चन बने हैं. इसका प्लीज़ आप एक स्क्रीनशॉट लीजिएगा. इन साइंस यू गॉट डिजीजेस, लाइट पे क्वेश्चन था. फोटोसिंथेसिस, राने निकल का कैटलिस्ट, दैट इज द वनस्पति घी, उस पर क्वेश्चन था. आइसोटोप्स, मैग्नेटिक फील्ड, मेरकैप्टेंस जो स्मेल देता है गैस को, एंड ऑन इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. We proceed to history. In history you had question on Mahatma Phule, Agarkar, Vasudev Bhavant Phadke, Umaji Naik, Sir Syed Ahmed Khan, Chori Chora incident, 1857 revolt, Karve, Ambedkar, RTC, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Lokhande and Shivram Janaba Kambe. Here in history also I want to address one thing. If you are confused कि मुझे कौन से साल से कौन से साल तक पढ़ना है, रफली एवरीवन स्टडीज फ्रॉम 1857 टू 1947. जो पेपर्स हुए हैं वो यही टाइमलाइन में हुआ है, ठीक है. दे ऑलवेज आस्क क्वेश्चंस इन बिटवीन दीज ईयर्स ओनली. वन मोर क्वेश्चन विच स्टूडेंट्स हैव for combined, do I have to study ancient, medieval, modern? What do I have to do? You only have to study modern, both for prelims and for mains. You don't have any other history. Modern plus Maharashtra. सिर्फ ये दो ही आपको पढ़ना है. Okay, now we come to geography. You had question on census, mountain, old names. Old names मतलब मोमिनाबाद एंड अम्बे जोगोई, वो जो क्वेश्चन था. मार्बल कहाँ से लिया गया है ताजमहल के लिए. बेसॉल्ट, गोंडवाना, ग्रीन डेल्टा एंड ऑन हाईवेज. इस पे क्वेश्चन 2022 में भी आया था. फ्रॉम पॉलिटी यू हैड क्वेश्चन ऑन लिस्ट, सुप्रीम कोर्ट, हाई कोर्ट जो मैंने एक्सप्लेन किया. DPSP पे एमरजेंसी, कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली एंड इम्पीचमेंट. फ्रॉम इकोनॉमिक्स 5-year plans, themes of the plan very important, have to study, and models that the 5-year plan is based on which model. रफली अगर देखा जाए जो मैंने बोला था वो सही था. दैट प्लान्स पे हमेशा क्वेश्चन बनता है. एंड इफ यू वांट अ PDF of this lecture, you can message us on WhatsApp and we will give you the same. The PDF is for free of cost. We don't charge anything for that. I hope you have liked today's lecture. If you have any constructive suggestion or demands or doubts, feel free to either get in touch with us on Telegram or on WhatsApp. We will definitely revert back. I will see you all in the next one. Jai Hind.